Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Racing Master. That's right, I'm coming back to the game because it's almost the end of the season and I want to show you what I managed to get throughout the season, what was my progress, and what have I learned in all of this time that I've been playing this game. Did I get better? Probably not. And what is the overall progress? But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Doing these things help the channel to continue to grow. It keeps me going and it allows me to continue making this content for you. So go ahead, let me know that you like this content by hitting that like button and subscribing. But alright, so Racing Master, that's right. Now I said that I'm coming back to the game, but really what I mean is making another video of the game because I really have not quit the game at all. In about a month that this game has been going, I've continued to play it almost daily. And that mostly has to do with the fact that the game does incentivize you, as many of these games do, to continue playing every single day, to continue getting rewards and this and that and all of that stuff, right? I already made a video a couple of weeks ago where I was talking about how I encountered where to get my diamonds, which is like a mid-currency to buy cars and whatnot, and how you could do it daily and the rewards that you get and all of that. So I've continued doing that, and in fact, if you may remember, I made a video precisely showing you of me spending a bunch of those diamonds into trying to get the Lamborghini SVJ. And I ended up with, after I acquired the SVJ and I stopped spending, I ended up with 22,000 diamonds available. How many do I have now? 43,000. That's right, I managed to get another 21,000 in these 2 weeks since I made that video. Approximately 2 weeks. So obviously, as I mentioned before, right now, because it's the start of the game, you know, it was the launch and all of that, it's the quote-unquote honeymoon phase in which the game throws at you resources, including these diamonds, which, like I said, are pretty useful in order to get cars and whatnot. So I'm not saying that this is the regular progress that you're going to be able to get every 20 or 15 days or whatever, but still, it was nice to see that I could recover this a little bit. Now, when it comes to the cars that I have, they're basically still the same cars that I have. I have a grand total of 27 cars. If you're curious to see all of them, well, here they are. You may notice that some of them are already modified so that they have a wing and whatnot. But what I wanted to show you in this is how I found that a lot of the fun on this game, at least for me so far, has been to play some of the cars that I would normally not pay attention, like, for example, a V60 Polestar Volvo. A thing that I would normally not drive in any other game, but over here I decided, you know what, it's actually kind of good to test them out. And like I said, the game does a very good job at trying to incentivize you to try a bunch of things by giving you good resources. There's this thing over here called the novice training, in which, depending on they would give you tasks every single day, and yeah, if it is some matches, do this and that and blah 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 blah. And thanks to those, I started looking around into increasing the RP of some cars. Now, what is RP? If we go, well, I think we can see it over here once again. The RP basically is the, racing points, rank points, whatever, that your car has. The more that you drive a car, the more you quote-unquote, increase simply the rank. So, for example, a car like, I do have a couple that I haven't driven at all. So, for example, this one, the Jaguar something, this one has RP 0 because I have not driven it. But if you see something like the Lamborghini SVJ, you see that it has a lot of ranking because, well, I've played with it quite a bit. But the game does tell you, like, hey, you need to have this many cars at however many rank points. I think it was like 500 or something in order to get additional rewards. So that got me into playing with some more of these cars, and I actually think that's quite interesting. So for the sake of doing some actual gameplay in this video, I'm gonna go into some team ranks because indeed you can rank up over there relatively easy. And you can see over here that I'm in theory in veteran 17. What does that mean? Well, it just means that I've been playing a decent bit and I managed to get to this league. I think that's a league, I don't know what it is. If you're curious, you begin in novice, well, whatever. And you continue racing and eventually getting higher and higher and higher and higher. All of this is what I've already ranked up. I am currently in veteran. There's still more to rank up though. You can get to ace, you can get to champion, and racing master, which is apparently the highest. Now, what does the whole thing of ranking up there means? I honestly don't know. It's mostly that when I rank to a certain level, they continue to give me more diamonds, which is at the end of the day what I want. And by the way, that is my purple Cadillac. Oh yeah. I was talking about it in some other video in another game, how in this game, because you can customize your cars, suddenly another car like a Cadillac that I would never pay much attention to, I can put a big wing and a little bit of of a splitter and diffuser and whatnot, and suddenly I'm started getting interested in these cars. But yeah, so I've been playing this game quite a bit, and I do believe that I've improved a little bit, though not necessarily a ton, as I haven't delved too deep into the actual tuning of the cars and whatnot. I've upgraded a few cars like this one, the Cadillac, to 25 out of 25, which is basically like, if you play as for Legends, imagine you took the car to the maximum stars, but without any epics. That's basically what that would be. So it performs alright. I'm not gonna be talking right now much about the performance of the cars, but what I can tell you is that I've been definitely having a lot of fun, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm still quite noob in the game. I'm still not finding that any particular car is absolutely terrible. Yeah, some are much better than others in terms of like, oh, this handles much better. Oh, this one drifts better and whatnot. But overall, I'm finding all of the cars quite manageable. They do feel somewhat different. I think it has to do with whether they are front wheel or rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. Oh God, that was terrible. Hold on. Because I would like to be at least in top 3. No, get out of the way, buddy. One good thing, obviously, as you can see, there is barely any collisions in the game with other cars. Man, that guy in third place is just flying there. No, hold on. Maybe. Alright, I'm trying to do a better turn rather than a drift. Oh God, I hit the wall a little bit. That's gonna slow me down, and I'm not gonna be able to overtake it. Oh wait, no! Oh, he hit the wall. He hit the wall ever so slightly, and that slowed him down quite a bit, and that got me a third place. All right, I can live with that. I'm happy with that result. I'm telling you, I'm finding this quite fun once you get into the feeling of the game. Now, I actually believe that the matchmaking is done through your racing, ranking points or whatever they're called. Because this car, for example, is a car that I have not driven at all. I only recently paid attention to because I remember I was able to unlock this body kit for the car, which looks pretty dope. But because of I hadn't applied this body kit, basically I never drove this car. And as much as, oh God, hold on. Let me drift it a little bit. Alright, that was not terrible. Because I never played with this car, never paid too much attention to it, well, it doesn't have any ranking points so far, and I hope that I'm using the right term. Oh God, I missed completely the drift over there. My bad. But yeah, so for example, right now, I'm just straight up destroying my competition, because I would believe that everybody that is playing around this same ranking point, it's basically players that are pretty new, so they don't know what they're doing and whatnot, and well, all things considered, I am more experienced than that. But yeah, it's interesting how this works. So I think that whenever you go into a car that doesn't have any racing ranking points, excuse me, you're gonna get some easy matches. So yeah, there is that. Hold on, because I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I've been practicing a little bit both the drift and steel grip. I'm basically doing a bit of a weird mix between both. I'm not 100% committing to doing drifts around every corner. If it's a corner that I feel I can do through grip, I will do it through grip. But if it's a crazy enough corner, then I might just go with the drift and see how that works. But yeah, I think at least from the last time that I played this game on a video, well, you will have to let me know if you think that I've improved a little bit. And now granted, I did say that I've been playing this game almost daily, but that is not to say that I've been playing it a lot, all right? I do play it from, and I do my 5, 6, 7 matches or something like that, and then I stop. It's not like I'm grinding it for hours and hours and hours, so I don't want to make it sound like, oh, this is all of the progress that I did through heavy grinding in the game, playing daily for hours. Nah, that's not it. But I got a first place. Lovely stuff. All right, I don't know that I can, celebrate that one too much, but hey, it's kind of nice. Okay, never mind. Turns out that I do have some racing points already. I mean, I got some right now, but yeah, I was like in 200 and something, so I guess I did drive this a little bit before. Ooh, how lucky is that I got now into an extreme race so that you can see my fancy Dodge Viper, which is, by the way, the same Viper that I've shown. I think I showed it in the last video, but now I applied a custom livery that someone else made and the wing and all of that, and it looks way cooler. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yes, it is. But anyway, if you're wondering why have I not gotten more cars, is that it? You cannot get any more cars for free in the game? No, that's not it. What happens is that once again, because I am quite aware of what's coming, which I will show you in a little bit, a couple of things that are coming soon. Like I said, I guess this is a season, I don't know. I'm gonna say that this season is ending and a new season is going to begin, and with it comes a few new cars, amongst them a new Lambo. But regardless, understanding how this gacha system works in the, what is it called? Those gacha system, like where I unlock the Lambo SBJ. Is it showcase? What is it called? Whatever. I understood that the cars are in a way guaranteed so long as you have enough diamonds. So that is why I decided, like, you know what? It is cool. Yeah, it would be cool to unlock some additional cars that I don't own and are available right now, and I could get through the gacha systems and whatnot. But I would rather save the diamonds for whenever there is a car that can only be obtained in such a way, like the SBJ, which from what I understand, I'm not gonna be able to, or was not gonna be able to acquire at any other point in the future, or at least not anytime soon. So I wanted to get it while it was available. Oh god, oh god. One thing that I'm noticing, by the way, I think, and it would kind of make sense, that my car doesn't brake nearly as good as it is if I am steering as I am braking. You know what I mean? It feels like you just start sliding, like it locks up, and yeah, so I gotta be careful. I need to brake and then steer rather than steer while I'm braking, because then it's just weird. All right, at third place, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. This is, by the way, a car that I have not upgraded to 25 out of 25. So yeah, it's still not quite there. I should probably do that. Yeah, I think I will. And actually I just did what I was saying, that the game incentivizes you to increase the RP level. So over here in day 28 of the challenges. Wait, no, where was it? Oh, no, wait, where was it? Oh, I lost it. Here it is. For example, in ranked race, on 12 cars with at least 500 RP. So this is what I was saying, that the game definitely has been incentivizing me. Now let me claim my diamonds, because again, all of this thing is gonna end. Well, it's still some days to do it, but still I wanted to claim as much as I can. There's gonna be some missions that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do, and that comes precisely with what I was gonna say about why I don't have more cars. All of this that you can see has the check mark, means that I've completed, obviously. But there's some like this. Well, not that one. I still have to do that one, but not that one either. Oh, come on, where are they? This one, own a certain amount of legendary cars. I could complete it if I were to continue opening Expo. That's what they're called, Expo. If I continue getting cars through the Expo. Now, obviously, I never acquired the Corvette C7. I never acquired the Toyota Treno Sprinter, whatever. Never acquired this because, well, honestly, I'm not super interested. And actually, I learned that this car eventually is gonna stop being an exclusive from this type of Expo and is gonna become part of the permanent Expo. So it doesn't matter for me to try to get it right now. Now, what I was gonna say is, in case you're still, if this isn't clear yet, in order to get cars from this Expo, I need to use red keys. And I can buy the keys for the diamonds and whatnot, right? The permanent Expo, it uses a different type of key, which is a silver one, and it's the same thing, right? You can get with regular diamonds. The thing is, this is the Expo in which there's a lot of other cars. Can I see the list? Is it point exchange? No, where is it? There's a list, I think. I found it. So here it is. These are basically the cars that are available in the permanent Expo. So over here is where if I were to spend a bunch more of my diamonds, I could get cars that I do not have. I don't have this one, and I definitely want the Ford GT. There's definitely a bunch of cars over here that I do not currently own, and I could technically acquire from this Expo. But this is what I was saying, that at the moment, as much as I want to get some of these cars, like for example, I do want the Ford GT, the BMW, I would also like to get the Mercedes. What else is over here that I would like to get? Well, oh wait, there's a C7 already. Oh, is that different? This? Okay, whatever. So there's a bunch of cars that I would still like to get over here, and one might ask, well, DBT, why don't you spend your diamonds and try to unlock them? I don't want to do that because first, I want to be using diamonds whenever there's a car that I'm interested on in the Points Expo, whatever this is called, the special Expo, that it's not the permanent one. And eventually, I do believe that still through this, I should be able to get some additional cars anyway. So if we go over here to the preview, that's where you actually get to see what are the rewards over here. So here's the thing. While this specific type of Expo can contain the car that I want, it will also still contain the cars from the regular Expo. So in trying to unlock the Super Veloce, there's still a pretty decent chance that I'm gonna get cars from all of this stuff. In this legendary, obviously the rarer ones, well, yeah, there's a random chance that I would get this. In fact, if you remember on the video of the SBJ when I unlocked it, I got to a certain point where they said that, hey, there is a guaranteed drop. You know, there's this pity system that after 100 draws in total, it guarantees a legendary card. Now, from the legendary card, it can be any of these cards, or there's a 25% chance that you will get the SBJ. So I got lucky and I got the SBJ, which is what I was aiming for. But if it hadn't been the SBJ, it would have been any other of the legendary cars over here. So that's what I'm saying, that once there is a new vehicle that I want to get from this type of expo, that's where I'm going to be spending the diamonds. And if I don't get the main car from that specific expo, I might just get lucky and get another legendary card like this, and maybe that's when I will get any of this. So it makes no sense for me at this moment to be spending, at least that's how I see it. It doesn't make sense for me to be spending right now in the permanent expo if in doing this type of other ones, there's still like, it would be like doing this plus the chance of getting the main car. So that is why I'm kind of waiting here, and I'm just, you know, waiting until something else interesting comes. Again, I'm not interested on getting this one. I'm not particularly interested on getting this one either. So that's why I never spent on them. However, there is now a car preview of the next 3 cars that are gonna get their own limited expo. I believe so. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but it does seem to me that this is gonna be, because it's the same thing. We're gonna have a normal car from the standard tier, which is the what? Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 3 GSR Edition 95. Unfortunately, it's not like I can preview it and look around it, but okay. The other one is gonna be on the sports category of cars. Then we're gonna have the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. So this is one that I'm most definitely gonna be trying to get. And for the Legend 1 legendary extreme car is the Ferrari F90 Stradale. Now that one I'm not particularly interested, so I don't think I'm gonna be spending my diamonds on this, because at the end of the day, like I said, in just about any game that I play, my main objective is always getting Lambos. So my resources go into trying to acquire Lambos, and yeah, once the Gallardo's there, you bet that I'm gonna be trying to acquire it too. And this has nothing to do with anything, but precisely on doing the novice training, there were some objectives that were about finishing the career mode, and I never cared too much about the career mode because, hey, I kind of got the grip of the game anyway before finishing the career, so I just kind of ignored it. But then on doing those, I needed to play it. And thanks to that, I found out that there's a hidden Lamborghini in this game. And I was like, what? Yes, there is one. It's specifically found in Chapter 4. Hey, can we go? In 4.1, there's a Lamborghini Reventon. I'm like, what?
Alexandra was retiring.
It's available. I'm just gonna skip all of this so that we can get into the race. But check this out. Lamborghini Reventon. Here, I don't get it. I don't get it. It exists in the game. It's drivable. I'm gonna drive it right now. I'm not driving right now. This is just a preview. Not preview, the introduction to the race. There we go. Oh boy! Yeah, I always mess up that start because it's going at such a high speed and you get controlled super late into the turn. But anyway, yeah, quite interesting to me that there is another Lamborghini in the game that is not available. You can only drive it here. It's not available anywhere. It's not listed like in cars that you can acquire. So I don't know. I don't get it. Anybody that has been playing this game, you know, in what would I say, in other regions that, you know, that are further ahead than this one, the Latin American one. Can you tell me if this car is available ever? Or is it just like a car exclusive to the career, which would be pretty strange, but yeah, I don't know, it's kind of peculiar. But yeah, I don't know, I thought it was kind of fun to see like, wait, there's another Lambo in the game? Let's remember that at the moment there's only 2 Lambos that you can acquire as of me recording and releasing this video before the next season properly begins. You can only get the Lamborghini SBJ and the Super Trofeo. So learning that there's another one over here, like, what? But how? Where? Why can I not get this one? But oh well. So yeah, like I said, I'm not yet super experienced in the game or anything, but I've been, you know, I'm playing it more often, in doing more races, trying other modes and whatnot. I kind of started to get used to the general idea of the game and, you know, understanding more of its systems. And I have yet to figure out what kind of content I'm gonna continue making in these videos. Because right now, obviously, I'm just trying to cover a lot of little topics, things that I'm learning, things that I'm understanding and whatnot. But over time, maybe I'm gonna make like more focused videos on like, oh, this video is exclusively about driving, for example, this particular Cadillac in a bunch of races and see what I can do with it. Maybe another video will be about only doing races with the SVJ rather than this whole thing that I'm doing. I'll just do one race with whatever and whatnot. I'm trying still to figure out how I'm gonna do videos, but again, it is important for me to understand or learn. If you guys are interested in seeing more content on this game, I'm definitely having a blast playing it, and I do want to make more content on it, but I don't know, maybe you guys are not particularly interested, so let me know in the comments, and I do mean it. While I normally always call for action to, hey, like the video and all of that, legit, I do mean it. Like the button, hit the like button in the video. And because that it's an easy way to let me know that, hey, you guys are actually interested in seeing more of this game, and that keeps me making more content on this game. And again, I do believe that this game has a ton to show. Right now, obviously, it was just the starting season, so there's only so much that is happening, though even though I still have to get a grip with a lot of systems and whatnot. But from what I understand, this game continues getting update after update after update, new cars, new tracks, new all of that. In fact, I know that there's a new track coming along with those 3 cars that I showed you. So yeah, it would be interesting for me to make another video showing some of that if I actually find where to use them. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, again, to give you a bit of an update and show you what it is that I've been doing in the game, the progress that I've been making. Remember that I do have a club in the game, which is the House of Rooms. Sometimes it's full, like right now, but then I'm going to be kicking out some players, specifically the ones that have not been playing, you know, that are not doing much for the team. Yeah, it keeps on being refreshed. So by the time this video released, probably I already kicked the players, so there's a space. If you want to get in the club, well, you are welcome to find it. But yeah, once again, let me know if you like this game in general, if you like this content that I'm making for the game. What would you like me to cover in this type of videos for the game? And I'll see what I can do. But for now, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.